that fish was right where he was supposed to be, on cover, caught him with a square bill crankbait. What we got here is I'm on a tidal river in the northeast, mid-September, so early fall. Air temperatures are still warm during the day, a little cooler at night. This water temp right now is 69 degrees. Got an outgoing tide. I haven't been here in quite a while, and you know, it's typical river fishing. Yeah, the tide adds another element to it, but typically river systems, you're going to fish shallow. I like an outgoing tide on a tidal system, just less water, less cover for the fish to be in, but primarily you're always fishing shallow. Okay, so tools to get the job done: square bill crankbait. I was just flipping a little jig, buzz bait, anything like that. You could fish it really just a handful of baits. You know, jig, creature bait, buzz bait, spinner bait, and just adjust for water clarity, water temp, things like that. So heavy stained here, this particular river system. So, you know, chartreuse, colored baits. There's a certain amount of clarity to it, so this is pretty much a natural colored jig I'm throwing. If it got any worse than that, I'd probably throw black. If the sun comes out, like right now it's cloudy, I'd probably go to a darker shade for my creature bait or for my jig. But that's about it. So we're just gonna hit, it's like I said, it's outgoing tide. We're just gonna hit some shallow cover, lay downs, any current break. What I turned into this spot right here. I hadn't fished it before. What I liked about it is about 100 yards up, there is a current break, a back eddy, and I'm able to position my boat a little bit better, but it also positions the fish as well. So see what we can do. So I'm alternating between the jig and the square bill. I love fishing a square bill in this situation. You just cover so much water, and you know, a lot of people, believe it or not, still don't throw it in heavy cover. So you're getting fish that you know, are used to seeing a certain type of bait. When they see this square bill, they'll eat it. That's a good one. Good river fish. So, buzzbait fish in the fall, you can't go wrong. Only thing that might mess you up is this time of year when the leaves start to fall. They'll mess up that pattern. But what's more important about this fish is where he was. Very predictable. Got a little pile of rocks that I happen to know about. You know, the tide's almost wrong. It's almost too far out where you can see some of the rocks. And there's a creek back in there. So this is a mouth of a creek into the main river, and those rocks are a current break, but more importantly, they're a stop right on the drop into the main river. And any fish that are up in that creek, that thing almost goes dry at low tide. So that's where they're gonna hang out. Catch a lot of yellow perch in here too, which is great. That's what the squarebill's imitating. Perfect size. So you bass eat this on a regular basis. Look how big that is. Right, 8-inch yellow perch. Trying to find the right cast too. Change it up. He's not big, but he'll keep. More and more fish are going to come to a spot like this because of the situation, the outgoing tide, and the structure that they can hold on right next to deep water without going into the channel. So it's a perfect spot. Shallow running crankbait, not a square bill, shallow running crankbait, spinnerbait, buzzbait, square bill. I'm going to throw a jig on it here in a minute. Right where he's supposed to be. Bring that jig over the rock. You feel the rock obviously. And then it comes over the rock and the line goes slack, right? And you know the jig is sinking down. Now that rock is breaking a little bit of current. All of a sudden you see the line just pop a little bit and start to swim off to the side. A little deeper. Who knows how many fish are there? It's just fun. Buzzbait, square bill, -1, jig. Spinnerbait didn't get a bite. Oh, yeah. Check your line, people. Check your line. if I can do this without my readers. Tying this knot for Emma. Really trying to not lick my line due to where I'm at. I don't need giardia. Somebody messing with it. Hold on to it long enough. Put some smelly stuff on there. Maybe they'll hold on to it longer. Now I was hoping a few more fish were gonna come to this spot. Caught a bunch. Always a good time. Always fun. Deep in the brush. Keeper. There we go, that's better. Helps when you have the camera turned on and rolling. So yeah, that last fish was right where he's supposed to be. Again, you know, I'm fishing a tidal river system in the northeast. It happens to be outgoing tide, which is a really strong outgoing tide. Not sure what the moon phase is, but it's really ripping, pulling a lot of water out of these backwater areas. Fish are all on the main river, positioned on any kind of cover, rock, wood, what have you. Pretty easy to find. Technology, you know, talk a little bit about my Minn Kota Ultrex. I mean, I just caught that fish. I'm talking to you on the camera. You know, I was able to deal with the fish, re-rig my bait. It's just amazing technology to be able to hold your boat position, save so much time, keeps you on the fish. You know, I can think back of a number of times where had I had this technology what might have happened, you know, Cullen, you know, up on Erie, you know, in massive waves where you look up and you're literally a half a mile or more from where you were, and you gotta run back up there, you know, while you deal with a fish. You know, it's just crazy. But anyway, having a blast here. Hopefully pass on a few tips will help you as well. So let's get back to it. Extreme low tide right now. So obviously you probably see from the camera angle possibly most of that tree is on dry ground. Okay, so that really limits where these fish can be. So outgoing low tide is just phenomenal if you can time it where you're fishing a tournament or you're just fishing, fun fishing in general. Practice really concentrates the fish, makes them a lot easier to catch. Come on out of there. Come on out of there. Oh, it's a better one. Get over there. Love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. These fish all just clean, healthy fish, no marks on them. Absolutely love it. Check right there. Show you. See it. Tell. Not a lot of tree in the water. Can't feel your bait. It should be on the bottom, but it isn't. Set the hook. Nice tidal water bass. No big ones so far today, but you know, up to 2 pounds. Quite a few of them, actually. Right where they're supposed to be. Again, dead low water. Not a lot of cover in the water, so that's where you're going to find them. Alright, let's let them go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to keep fishing a little bit. Well, it's Mark Burgess, Big East Bass Fishing. Just thought I'd spend the day on the water with you. Again, Tidal River, northeast, mid-September. Water temp about 69 degrees. Catch them on a buzz bait, square bill, -1, jig, creature bait. Just a good time. Good time. Hope this video puts a few more fish in the boat. We'll see you on the water.